Good morning. We will call the Planning and Zoning Commission meeting of Wednesday, September 11th, 2024 to order. Please let the record show we are absent two commissioners, Commissioner Keller and Commissioner Johansson. First item this morning will be our opening ceremonies, Pledge of Allegiance. First item this morning is our order of business. Mr. Solacek, is there any changes or additions to the order of business?
Good morning, Mr. Chairman. There are no changes to the order of business.
Thank you. Commissioners, any other questions? If not, I'd look for a motion to approve the order of business.
So moved. Second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. Item 2 this morning is our minutes of the 8/14/24 Planning and Zoning Commission meeting. Is there any changes or corrections that we need to address?
Mr. Chairman, I'd move to approve.
We have a motion to approve. Do a second.
Second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. We'll move into our regular agenda. The first item this morning is a final minor plat FLP-016-2024. This is to consider a minor subdivision plat for the Caden and Holly Toohey subdivision located in the southeast quarter of Section 14, Township 140 North, Range 97 West, located in the city of Dickinson, ETZ. The site consists of approximately 5 acres. Ms. Burchek, good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. So today we're presenting the Caden and Holly Toohey Minor Subdivision. As you mentioned prior, it's located in the southeast quarter of the southeast quarter of Section 14, Township 140 North, Range 97 West of within the city of Dickinson's ETZ. According to the applicant, the purpose of the proposed subdivision is to convey a parcel of land from the owner to the applicant to allow for the construction of a single-family residence. The lot is currently zoned ag, and the proposed subdivision is roughly 5 acres. Staff has not received any public comment on this project so far, and staff recommends approval of this subdivision.
All right, thank you, Ms. Burchek. Any comments or questions for staff, commissioners? All right, thank you. Does the applicant have any comments they would like to make this morning? No. Okay. I think this is pretty straightforward. If there's no other questions, I would look for.
Public.
Oh, let's start with the public hearing. Let's start with that. It's too early this morning. We will open the public hearing regarding the Caden and, the Toohey subdivision. This would be Caden and Holly Toohey subdivision. If there's anybody that has comments or concerns regarding this subdivision plat, please come forward, or you can call into 701-456-7006. Anyone in the public have any comments or concerns regarding this minor subdivision? Hearing none, we will close the public hearing. Commissioners, what are your wishes?
I'll make a motion. I move the City of Dickinson Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of FLP 016-2024, Caden and Holly Toohey final minor plat, as meeting all the requirements to the Dickinson Municipal Code and also being in the interest of public health, safety, and welfare.
I will second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries.
Thank you.
Thank you. Item B this morning on our agenda would be a special use permit, SUP-002-2024. This is to consider a special use permit for a heavy industry to allow above-ground chemical storage at 4637 Villard Street West. The property is legally described as lots 2 and 3 of the replat of the Dickinson Industries subdivision, located in Section 7, Township 140 North, Range 96 West, located in the city of Dickinson's ETZ. The site consists of approximately 2.7 acres. And Mr. Josephson is handling that this morning.
Good morning, Chairman Friedrich, Commissioner Steve Josephson, City County Planner. If this looks familiar, this is back in front of you because there was a notice there. You know, the third-party vendor who does the notice informed both the both the Dickinson Press and city staff that this did not get advertised for two consecutive meetings. So it's back in front of you. Nothing has changed since this was approved by the City Commission a few months ago. It's just having to go through this because of the notice. So staff, again, recommends approval subject to the conditions in the staff report. The applicant is here today if you have any questions for him. But as I said, staff recommends approval, and I'm here to answer any questions.
So we went through the process. City Commission approved it, but there was a notice issue? So
Right,
it's
right.
basically
It
just a
was the-
housekeeping thing here?
Yeah, yes, because it was neither the paper nor the city. It was the third-party vendor, who's responsible for publishing the error, and they had notified. That's correct, Ms. Miller. They had notified both the city and the press that they didn't notice this 2 consecutive weeks in a row, which
Okay.
is the requirement in the zoning ordinance that you have to publish in the newspaper, notice of a public hearing 2 weeks in a row.
Okay,
You're going to have another case of rezoning coming up later where it's the same thing.
okay. All right. Any questions for staff on this? I'd imagine we still have to have another public hearing then? Okay.
Okay,
Thank you, Mr. Josephson. All right, if there's no questions, applicant, if you want to make any comments? All right. We will open the public hearing regarding this special use permit application. If anybody has any comments or concerns regarding this SUP or special use permit for geochemicals, please come forward to the mic or call into 456-7006. Anyone in the public have any comments or concerns regarding this application? Seeing and hearing none, we will close the public hearing. Commissioners,
I'll make a motion. I'll move the City of Dickinson Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of SUP 002-2024 geochemical special use permit as meeting all the requirements of the Dickinson Municipal Code and also being in the interest of the public health, safety, and welfare.
Second.
we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. All right, we will move on to item C this morning. This is a final minor plat, FLP-017-2024. This is to consider a minor subdivision plat for the Moore First Subdivision located in the southwest quarter of Section 6, Township 139 North, Range 95 West, in the city of Dickinson's ETZ. The site consists of approximately 5.22 acres. Ms. Burchek.
Good morning, Commissioners. Natalie Burchak, City Planner. As mentioned before, this is a minor subdivision plat for Moore First Subdivision. It's located in southeast quarter, southwest quarter of Section 6, Township 139 North, Range 95 West, in the Dickinson ETZ. According to the applicant, purpose of this subdivision was to convey a parcel of land to his grandson to allow him to construct a single-family residence. It's currently zoned ag. As of now, staff has not heard any public comment on this project. The applicant is here to answer any questions, and staff recommends approval of this subdivision.
Thank you, Ms. Burchak. Just a little history. I believe this was once before us, but they were trying to do a little smaller lot. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah, the applicant came forth with approximately a 2 or so acre lot previously. That was denied by Planning and Zoning Commission, appealed to the City Commission, denied by the City Commission. Recommendation at that time was bring it back to something that meets the ag zoning district requirements, and any additional information could be provided by the applicant's representatives.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Solacek. Anything for staff, commissioners? All right, thank you, Ms. Burchek. Does the applicant have any comments they'd like to make?
Morning, Commissioners. Andrew Schrank with Highlands Engineering, representing the applicant for this application. As you indicated, this has been before you previously in a different fashion. We previously came forward with a future land use map amendment, a rezone, and a smaller parcel. The desire at that time was to not have residential within the area that's shown as industrial on your future land use map. So we're bringing this forward as a 5-acre parcel so that that future land use map amendment is not required, and that future land use can remain industrial, and we're following the current zoning designation of agricultural with our lot size now. And that was the direction received when that previous application was denied, is to follow what's allowed by our industrial zoning that's currently out there. With that, I would stand for any questions you may have.
Any questions for Mr. Schrank this morning? All right, thank you, Andrew. All right, we will open the public hearing regarding this minor final plat. Anyone in the public have any comments or concerns regarding this minor subdivision plat for the Moore First Subdivision? Come to the mic, or you can call into 701-456-7006. Anyone in the public have any comments or concerns regarding this final minor plat this morning? Hearing and seeing none, we will close the public hearing. Commissioners, what are your wishes?
I'll go ahead and make the motion. I move the City of Dickinson Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of FLP 017-2024 Moore First Subdivision as being compliant with the City of Dickinson Comprehensive Plan, as meeting all the requirements of the Dickinson Municipal Code, and also being in the interest of the public health, safety, and welfare.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thank you. We will move on to the next item this morning. This is a special use permit, SUP-005-2024. This is to consider a special use permit for a home occupation for small-scale commercial chocolate production at 860 20th Street West in the city of Dickinson. The property is legally described as Lot 7 and 8, Block 10 of Prairie Hill Second, replat located in Section 33, Township 140 North, Range 96 West. The site consists of approximately 0.55 acres. Ms. Burchek.
Good morning, Commissioners. Natalie Burchak, City Planner. So this special use permit is requested by the residents at 860 20th Street West within the city of Dickinson. Property is currently zoned as low-density residential. This special use permit would permit a home-based business/home occupation for a small-scale chocolate production to be entirely contained within the residence. The applicant is here to answer any questions that you guys may have. And staff has not heard any public opinion at this time and recommends approval subject to the conditions outlined in the staff report.
All right, thank you, Ms. Burchek. Any questions for staff? All right, thank you. Does the applicant want to make any comments? If they're here? All right. We'll move on to the public hearing then. If there's anybody in the public that would like to make any comments or has any concerns regarding this special use permit application, please come to the mic, or you can call into our 701-456-7006. Anyone in the public have any comments or concerns regarding the special use permit application for a home-based business? All right, hearing none, we will close the public hearing. Commissioners,
I move the City of Dickinson Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of SUP 005, 2024 Sisters Chocolate Special Use Permit as meeting all the requirements of the Dickinson Municipal Code and also be in the best interest of public health, safety, and welfare.
I'll second.
Motion and a second.
One thing, sorry.
Yeah.
On our agenda, it says 006. In our approval, it says 005. Does that need to be? It's fine. Okay,
It's
thank
fine.
you.
We'll just clear that up then. 005. All right, we have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. We'll move on to item E this morning. This is a preliminary major plat, PLP-006-2024. This is to consider a preliminary major plat for the Westridge 4 subdivision addition, being the replat of lots 13 through 15, Block 6, of the replat of Westridge First Edition, Block 1, Lots 1 and 17 through 12, located in the southwest quarter of Section 31, Township 140 North, Range 96 West, in the city of Dickinson. The site consists of approximately 1.51 acres. Ms. Burchek.
Morning, Commissioners. So the applicant is requesting the approval of the Westridge 4th Edition subdivision, which is a replat of lots 13 through 15, Block 6 of the replat of Westridge 1st Editions, Block 1, Lots 1 and 17 through 21, located in the southwest quarter of Section 31, Township 140 North, Range 96 West, within the city of Dickinson. According to the applicant, the purpose of this proposed subdivision is to construct 9 units with 7 townhomes on individual lots and 2 units located on 1 duplex lot. The 7 townhome units on the individual lots will be sold to the applicants, and the duplex lots will be rented out. The site is currently zoned as medium-density residential. The proposed subdivision is 1.51 acres. And as of now, staff has not gotten any feedback from the public. The applicant should be here to answer any questions, and staff recommends approval of this preliminary plat.
All right, thank you, Ms. Burchek. Any questions for staff? All right, thank you. The applicant has any comments?
Good morning again, Commissioners. Andrew Schrank with Highlands Engineering. As indicated, the intention here is to build some individual or 9 units of residential property. That would be contained in 3 buildings. Each building will have 3 units. The property lines as shown have been laid out to match the existing utility services that are provided to the site. So there's actually 8 water and 8 sanitary sewer service lines currently stubbed into this property. That's the reason that Lot 5 is going to contain 2 units. We didn't want to have to go back into the street and bring in another water and sewer service. So each unit will be an individual lot other than Lot 5. They plan to retain ownership of that and rent that out to 2 individual owners, renters. With that, I would stand for any questions you may have.
All right, any questions for Mr. Schrank on this application? I was wondering why that one wasn't split.
Yep.
So, okay. Any other questions? All right, thank you, Andrew.
Thank you.
All right, if there's no questions, we will open the public hearing on this application. If there's anyone in the public that has any comments or concerns regarding this preliminary major plat, PLP-006-2024, you can come forward or call into 701-456-7006. Anyone in the public have any comments or concerns regarding this plat application? Hearing and seeing none, we will close the public hearing. Commissioners?
Mr. Chairman, I move the City of Dickinson Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of PLP-006-2024 Westridge 4th Edition preliminary plat as meeting all the requirements of the Dickinson Municipal Code and also being in the interest of public health, safety, and welfare.
I'll second.
We have a motion and a second. Do we have any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. We'll move on to item F this morning. This is a rezoning request, REZ-002-2024. This is to consider a zoning map amendment from general industrial GI to agricultural AG for a property located in the southwest quarter of Section 11, Township 139 North, Range 96 West, in the city of Dickinson's ETZ. The site consists of approximately 27.83 acres. Looks like Mr. Josephson.
Chairman Friedrich, Commissioners, Steve Josephson, City County Planner. This is back before you because of that notice there before, which was not noted, which was the third-party vendors, had notified both the city and the press that this didn't get noticed 2 weeks before in a row. Planning and Zoning Commission had previously recommended approval, and City Commission had approved this rezoning. So again, to use the chairman's terms, this is a housekeeping. It's a housekeeping issue. There's no change in the recommendation from staff from before. Staff recommends approval again, and I'm here to answer any questions you may have. And I believe the applicant's representative is here this morning if they wish to speak to this.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Josephson. Any questions for staff? Again, just a notice error here that we're rectifying, so if there's no questions, we will move on. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you.
Josephson. Mr. Schrank, did you have any comments? Okay. We will, at this time then, we will open the public hearing regarding this rezoning request, REZ-002-2024. If there's anyone in the public or have any online that would like to make any comments regarding this rezone request, please come forward. Anyone in the public have any comments or concerns regarding this rezone request? Hearing none, we will close the public hearing. Commissioners, I would look for a motion to approve or deny.
I'll make the motion. I move the City of Dickinson Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of REZ 002-2024 as being consistent with the City of Dickinson Comprehensive Plan and as being compliant with the City of Dickinson zoning ordinance and also being in the interest of the public health, safety, and welfare.
I will second.
We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. That motion carries. We'll move on to item G. This is a special use permit, SUP-004-2024. This is to consider a special use permit for convenience storage located at 677 Livestock Lane in the city of Dickinson. The property is legally described as BN Lease Site BF 69076, located in Section 3, Township 139 North, Range 96 West. The site consists of approximately 4.22 acres. And Mr. Josephson looks like is on deck.
Thank you. Thank you, Chairman Friedrich, Commissioner Steve Josephson, City County Planner. Yes, as you have before you, a request for a special use permit for convenience storage. Just to give it a little background, this was originally approved in 2013. The ownership has changed. This initially came to staff's attention because the applicant wants to do a different type of storage there, and instead of the traditional type of building. And they came in, the reason it's coming in for a special use permit is because they are proposing a change to the layout from how it was previously laid out in 2013. One thing I did want to note is that during this process, staff did find out that people are doing outdoor storage of RVs, recreational vehicles, and I believe there are trailers there. And that is not permitted. For convenience storage. The applicant has been notified of that. So whatever your recommendation is today, this will not go to the City Commission until after the applicant has seen that all of those that they comply with the code and remove all that outdoor storage. And from what I understand, the applicant has gone ahead and has noticed those people who are currently renting, currently parking their doing outdoor storage there, that they need to remove that. One of the things that they also asked for was there was a setback waiver in the previous special use permit, and they've requested the same, and staff supports that too. Anyway, staff recommends approval subject to the conditions in the staff report, and I'm here to answer any questions you may have. And I believe the applicant has a representative on the phone to answer any questions or to give a presentation.
Okay. Thank you, Mr. Josephson. If the applicant would like to make any comments, if they just state their name, if they're online.
Yeah, hi, this is Jim McFarland with Zip Storage. The only comments that I would make is it's the exact number of units that was previously approved. There's no change to the land, and we have already notified the individuals who are parking their recreational vehicles that they need to be removed.
And it looks like the units you're proposing for the addition are just like a modular unit instead of a construct, is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. All right, any other questions for the applicant? All right, if there's no questions, we will move on to the public hearing. Is there anyone in the public that has any comments or concerns regarding the special use permit SUP-004-2024 for Zip Storage? Please come forward, or you can call into 701-456-7006. Anyone in the public have any comments or concerns regarding this special use permit application? Hearing none, we will close the public hearing. Commissioners?
I'll make the motion. I move the City of Dickinson Planning and Zoning Commission recommend approval of the SUP 004-2024 Zip Storage Convenience Storage petition, subject to the conditions above, as being compliant with the City of Dickinson zoning ordinance and also being in the interest of the public health, safety, and welfare.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Same sign. That motion carries. Thank you, everyone. We will move on to item 4 this morning, public issues of concern not on the agenda. If there's anybody in the public or online that has any comments or concerns they'd like to bring up today, this is the time. Just come forward or announce yourself online. Anyone in the public have any issues of concern that were not on our agenda? Hearing none, we will close that portion of our agenda. Item 5, this is for the commissioners. If there is any items commissioners would like to bring up that we didn't have on the agenda today? All right, hearing none, we will close that section. We have no work session scheduled for today, so our last item would be a motion to adjourn. We have a
I motion
do we have
to
a second?
adjourn.
We have a second?
Second.
We are adjourned. Thank you, everyone.